Hey, Josh with Patient Mastery here, coming to you from Miami Beach on another birthday week. So we got this question in Facebook about how do you best compensate your associates based on productivity? Short answer is you don't, because it doesn't work. Your brain as a business owner is different than your team members' brains, whether they are DCs or non-DC team members. And if your associate was going to be driven enough to get paid what they want to get paid based on production, so that could be the number of people they see, bring in, the services given, the amount bringing into the clinic, they would either be an IC and then truly do it on production or start their own practice. If you have an associate that is not choosing one of those realms, you cannot bank on them to grow your practice or connect their activities to results. Activities meaning what they need to do to either get people following their care recommendations, stay with their care recommendations, start their care recommendations, or come into the practice from scratch. And what happens is so many docs get frustrated and hit their head against the walls thinking, I'm gonna hire an associate and then they're gonna get more new patients and I'm gonna make half of the patients they're seeing and it's just gonna be a win-win and I'm gonna have more time off, make more money, help more people, but it doesn't work like that. 99% of associates will sit there and need to get fed new patients. That's the nature of the game. Knowing that, you can't create their compensation purely based on productivity. Can you have bonuses? Absolutely, and you should. But now this leads to the second point. So the first point is you can't have an associate based on salary, just based on productivity. It doesn't work and they will quit and leave and you won't grow. Second is if you're going to have productivity-based salary increases, bonuses, things like that, it can't be based on overall, like at the end of the month, if we do this, you get this. That's too far fetching for an associate to understand what they need to do now, day by day, to add 10,000 extra to the monthly collections of the practice or something like that. But what they can understand is bonuses, and we have some tribe coaches who do this really, really well at Patient Mastery. They can understand, hey, for every time I do this action that gets a result, I get $50, $100, $200. So maybe it is attracting a new patient or doing something that brings in a new patient, whether it's a referral, whether it's a talk, whether it's a screening, whether it's shaking hands, anything. A new patient you brought in, but they learned the recommendations conversation good enough and they started the new patient. That's a monetary bonus right there. Maybe it is a reactivation. Maybe it is the person did a care continuation, so they got to the end of whatever they recommended. Was it 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, doesn't even matter. And their patient that they're taking care of continues on. Maybe that's a $200 bonus, a $250 bonus, doesn't matter. The fact is, it's specific to an in-the-moment action and results rather than based on everything you're doing over the course of a month. If we increase this much, then you get this percentage. You could think like that as a business owner. Your associates can't, otherwise they would be business owners. And maybe they're learning under you until they're ready, that's fine, but right now is all that counts. So have a base and then have productivity bonuses on top of that that are equal to specific actions and results, not we'll see what happens at the end of the month based on your performance. It won't work that way. All of this comes down to what I mentioned before, is the goal of having an associate is helping more people overall, helping a great chiro learn and get better, making more and having more time off. That doesn't happen in the first month or even 6 months of having an associate necessarily, and it doesn't happen by just hiring anyone with a DC degree and a pulse. It takes time, it takes training, it takes commitment, it takes your practice already being at a certain level before you bring them in. If you need help with that, like one-to-one mentorship, Patient Mastery proven process installed into your practice, reach out, go to patientmastery.com, speak to one of our coaches, see if it's a fit for your goals, your practice, to get to the next level, to double and have fun and more time off doing it. All right, I'll see you in the next video.